As I look to the future and see a classroom waiting for me where the magic of learning will occur, I hope to use many of the beliefs of the perennialism educational philosophy. This philosophy says that everyone should learn the basics, but know that the basics can and should shift along with societal changes. This perennialism philosophy also believes that learning should be everlasting and lifelong. An education that is everlasting, as well as preparation for the future, takes on characteristics of the progressivism educational philosophy, of which I think has very valuable points worth practicing in my classroom. I want the learning that takes place in my classroom to be experimental, hands-on, and full of opportunities for student discovery and problem-solving skills that I will introduce and expect students to use. As a teacher, I also want to provide my students with choices where they choose how they learn. I also believe that it is very important to teach students that they do have the ability to make choices for themselves, and that those choices all have consequences, good and bad. I also want to instill in them a desire to have their voices heard and their actions noticed as they recognize how they participate in society. Teaching them that they have a voice is very important and empowering. These characteristics belong to the Reconstructionalism educational theory, parts of which I want to incorporate into my teaching strategies. I know that it will be my responsibility to foster and guide learning. I will do this by being the dispenser of knowledge. It will be my responsibility to introduce new subjects and topics, but learning will be the student's responsibility. I want to guide and facilitate their learning as they learn in groups and hands-on activities rather than listen to me lecture and spew information. I feel that when students explore with hands-on learning, their hands may get dirty and sticky, but what they will learn will also hopefully stick. In discussion, I will lead and encourage, but will let the students engage and voice their knowledge where they have the opportunity to teach and learn from their peers. I think it is very important as a teacher not only to have expectations of good behavior, but I must model and show what I expect. In my classroom, I want students to feel welcome and know that they are part of a classroom community. To do this, I understand the importance of recognizing the uniqueness each child offers through their different cultures and personalities. Differentiated learning opportunities will foster the variety of learning styles and intelligence of the students in my classroom. The knowledge they gain will be from an engaging and purposeful academic curriculum in order to meet standards set by the state and district in which I work. A large part of the learning that takes place is thanks to a warm, welcoming, safe environment that encourages learning through risk-taking and hands-on participations by all students regardless of skill or knowledge level. In order to maintain a productive learning environment, I will set routines, rules, and guidelines of expectations that will follow those set by the school and classroom rules that will be set by our class, forming a democratic environment. When a student enters school, they know that they will be learning how to read, write, and learn how to add and subtract. However, there is so much more to learn than just reading, writing, and math. I believe that it is important for students to learn and know history from social studies class. They need to conduct science experiments and participate in arts, music, and physical education. Through all of these classes, they gain an understanding of why things are the way they are today. As a student progresses through their education with at least an introduction to these learning opportunities, they find out who they are as a person, and students gain perspective of what they may hope to become in the future. Outside of the academic curriculums, I will make it a great importance to make my hidden curriculum not so hidden. I want to help my students learn social skills, responsibilities, respect, accepted behaviors, attitudes, and values that will be invaluable regardless of the life a student makes for themselves in the future. I know that they will have to be able to interact and get along with people no matter what path of life they choose to walk.